If you've been to a children's birthday party recently, you know the drill. A rented hall, a deflating bouncy castle, and a magician trying to be heard over the noise. It usually plays out the same way. 2 or 3 highly energetic kids take over the games, while the quieter children end up sitting against the wall, waiting for the cake to arrive. Meanwhile, the parents organizing the whole thing are running on pure adrenaline. They spend the entire 2 hours managing sugar rushes, mediating disputes, and constantly checking their watches to see if it's time to hand out the goodie bags. This diagram illustrates the problem. Children today have very little interest in sitting quietly with low passive watching. They crave high active engagement. They want to touch, build, and explore. Relying on a rented gym just to burn off physical energy ignores their natural curiosity. Without anything to actually discover, the event blurs into every other weekend gathering. How do you rescue a celebration from that predictable cycle and turn it into something that actually captures their imagination? You bring the laboratory to the living room. A wild science party replaces the chaotic free-for-all with structured, hands-on experiments. Swapping a passive magic show for an interactive adventure gives children the exact type of engagement they are looking for. The standard party room becomes a workspace. Kids step up to the tables, put on mini lab coats, and immediately get their hands dirty preparing for their first experiment. The surprise hits right away. They mix ingredients, step back, and watch a bright chemical reaction rapidly bubble over the edge of the beaker. From there, the activities keep moving. They engineer giant gravity-defying bubbles and measure out the precise formulas needed to create thick, colorful slime. Because they are physically building and testing things themselves, the repetitive party routine vanishes. It becomes a unique afternoon of discovery. Traditional games often eliminate players one by one. In a science workshop, everyone works on the same challenge simultaneously. They have to share materials, compare their results, and ask questions. This structure naturally draws out shyer children, giving them confidence to speak up and participate. This flowchart demonstrates a concept called stealth learning. By starting with tactile play, children make natural observations, which directly leads to subconscious STEM retention. They absorb complex concepts without feeling like they are sitting in a classroom. When a group of 7-year-olds figure out exactly how much activator to add to their slime, they are actually testing and observing a real chemical reaction. That active participation solves 2 problems at once. It keeps every single child involved in the group, and it provides genuine educational value disguised as play. Wild science offers another layer to these events, bringing exotic animal encounters directly into the mix. A dedicated expert arrives with the animals, establishing a calm, controlled environment and teaching the children exactly how to approach and handle each species safely. Instead of a petting zoo with familiar farm animals, the guests are introduced to giant African land snails, tarantulas, and brightly colored pythons. Guided by the handler, hesitant children eventually step forward to touch a snake's scales. They ask questions, conquer their fears, and develop a real respect for wildlife. Giving a child the chance to safely handle an exotic creature turns a standard Saturday afternoon into a profound, memorable experience. The structure of these events is highly adaptable. Planners avoid a rigid one-size-fits-all routine by selecting specific activities that match the exact group attending. For toddlers, the focus stays on sensory experiences like giant bubbles and colorful textures. For older primary students, the program shifts to complex STEM challenges and detailed problem solving. This strict adaptability guarantees that whether the guests are 3 years old or 12, they remain highly engaged for the entire duration of the event. While the children are occupied with their experiments and the animals, the parents get a completely different experience on the sidelines. The anxiety and constant clock watching disappear. Because the hosts maintain complete control of the room, the organizers can actually sit back and talk to the other adults. They also get the chance to capture incredible photos. With the entertainment fully managed, a parent can easily snap a picture of a crusted gecko resting safely on a child's head. A truly successful children's party has to do 2 things at once: provide thrilling engagement for the kids and deliver complete peace of mind for the parents. The impact of these parties lasts well beyond the weekend. Parents often report their kids are still talking about the pythons or trying to recreate the simple chemistry experiments in the kitchen months later. Skip the predictable bounce houses and magic shows. Choose an event that actually sparks their curiosity. Investing in a child's natural desire to learn and explore creates the ultimate unforgettable birthday upgrade.